Hello everyone, Miss Carper here to teach about mental mapping so you can create your own. Mental mapping is all about relationships, or these 3 points: to recognize and identify the physical traits and cultural aspects in relationships. With mental mapping, you can recognize and identify how to get places or give directions, what the physical traits of your map are, like hills, mountains, streets you take, what landmarks you use, and the cultural aspects and relationships you have along the way, like where your friends live, where you can find the best tacos, and why people go to these places. I'm going to show you my own mental map so you can make your own and know what information you should include with it. My map is the way I take from my house in Cheyenne to go to Laramie. I go to Laramie to see my husband, who teaches at the University of Wyoming. The reason my house is on the right and Mr. Carper's house is on the left is because we need to know what direction we're going. Cheyenne is east and Laramie is west, so I have to travel west to see him. The biggest landmark I can think of between Cheyenne and Laramie is Sherman Mountain. Some people call it the pass, the summit, or the hill. Next, I think about Vidavoo. It's part of the mountain, but there's a state park and a national forest here. Right before Vidavoo, there's Kurt Gowdy State Park, which has 2 reservoirs that give Cheyenne drinking water. Right outside of Cheyenne, there's a wind farm. You can see the wind turbines as you're leaving the city. I count these turbines as a good landmark to know I need to start watching for cows and deer. So these are my landmarks. When I leave Cheyenne, I can take 2 different roads. The first road is Old Happy Jack Road. It's a highway that a lot of people call the back road. The second way I can take to Laramie is Interstate 80. This passes Buford, which is a town with only 1 person that lives in it. Both roads meet at the top of the big mountain. No matter what, you have to take the interstate to get back down it. Some information I can add to my mental map are a couple differences between Cheyenne and Laramie. The first I think of is the difference in the size between the two. Laramie's population is smaller than Cheyenne's. Both cities have college campuses. The University of Wyoming in Laramie has more students than Laramie County Community College in Cheyenne. Since Laramie has a smaller city than Cheyenne and the university has so many students, we can identify the cultural differences between those cities. Laramie has a population made of students and professors like my husband. There are also a lot of ranchers. Cheyenne is a capital city, so there are a lot of lawmakers. Governor Meade and his employees like me in Air Force Base, and a lot of people who work with travel and tourism. So while this is my adult version, you can use it to show the way you take to school or your favorite park. Make sure you include your reasons for going there and what you see and notice and who you encounter on the way.